Hey, this is pretty embarrassing. This is the flashlight that I had in my truck. This is what I relied on for an emergency. This maybe $2 flashlight that came in an emergency kit that you put in there. And it's embarrassing for someone who prides himself in being prepared to have such a piece of crap flashlight to rely on in case of an emergency. So to rectify that situation, I was at Home Depot and I picked up this RAYOVAC industrial grade indestructible flashlight. Stay tuned. Finally got it out of the package. It was like zip tie with 3 thick zip ties to the cardboard. It was like indestructible packaging to hold this indestructible flashlight. As a matter of fact, I think I scratched it already just trying to get it out of the zip ties. Anyway, I kind of feel that this is the ideal flashlight for the car. You don't want something too small because you'll lose it when you need to find it. So you don't want it too small. I think this is about as small as you want to get so you know you can find it when you have to. The other things that I like about it, it's made out of aluminum. Actually, the thing says aluminum titanium, but I don't know if that's talking about the coating or what, but I would probably say it's mostly aluminum with a nice black coating, probably titanium coating. It has these rubber ends on it to really give it a good bounce. This thing's supposed to be able to fall from 30 feet. It's not 30 feet, and it's falling on carpet. Not quite a fair test, but it's pretty good. Now, it was supposed to include 2 AA batteries, and there was no AA batteries in the packaging. And, well, if I've read the instructions, I probably already know there's a little paper in there that says remove. So you take this little piece of paper out, and the batteries are already in there. Now, what kind of batteries do you think a RAYOVAC flashlight has? RAYOVAC alkaline. So go ahead and put those in. It uses 2 AA batteries. Now it has a bright as compared to this one that I was relying on. Big difference. And we'll hit the lux meter with this to see what kind of difference it is. This is like 100 lumen at the bright setting. And you can see there's a lower setting. You click it off and then click it again off to get the high low. So click it on, it'll be low. Click it off, click it on again, it'll be high. Click it off. So for the low setting you get 18 lumens, and when you're at the low setting it'll last for a crazy 35 hours. And at the high 100 lumens you're getting 15 hours. That's pretty good for 2 AA batteries. And that's if you're using alkaline batteries, of course, not those cheapy nickel cadmio or whatever. You need to use the alkaline batteries in this thing. Did I say it only cost $17.99? That's the other thing that I sort of feel fits the criteria of a flashlight you leave in your car. You're not going to leave some expensive iNova flashlight, you know, in your car, so you know it gets broken into. They're not only trashing your car, but they're getting an expensive flashlight and other stuff in there. You don't want to leave expensive things in your car, at least in a lot of neighborhoods around the world. So this is inexpensive. If you lose it, you know, big deal. You're not going to feel bad about smashing this up and hitting it and everything, and it's going to take a lot because it's made indestructible. Now, I like the design. As you can see, it has this sort of, looks like a nut. And if you sort of come down here, you can see that it's not prone to rolling, you know, unless you really push it. It's not going to just start rolling. And that's really good, and that's important because you don't want to be working on something and have your flashlight roll away. There's a lot of flashlights out there that are just perfectly round, and they'll just start rolling away. Now, there are some downsides, but you can't expect much for a $17 or $18 flashlight. Now, if you look, you can see that the reflector is smooth. Now, what that equates to is, and we'll go ahead and shine this on the wall, is you can see that the light, I'm going to turn it so you can see, is kind of dirty. It's not a very clean, smooth light. You can see how big that spot is and how big the flood is. It's pretty impressive. If I took the flashlight that I took out of my, that's all you get. Pretty weak, the one I had in my car. Now I have this iNova, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and sort of spin it, and you can see how smooth and clean that light is. Well, the reason for that is you have an orange peel type of reflector, and as you can see, it sort of has like a ripple in the reflector, and that smooths out the light. So when you start getting into the more expensive flashlights, you sort of you'll have details like that. So of course it's going to be made in China, no secret there, but you're getting it an awful lot for 18 bucks. So I am going to keep this in the car. I really am highly recommending it. Now I'm going to go ahead and sort of do a comparison on the lux meter here real quick. So I have this iNova again. This is the iNova Bolt. It has 2 AA batteries, and I went ahead and put fresh AA batteries in here too. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the, I have this set to times 100 because this is going to be really bright. And it's picking up, you know, just from ambient light around the room, it's picking up 100 right there. But this is going to like really blow it away. Now I'm going to try to get the spot right, you know, right directly on here, and I'm going to try to have this just into the frame so we're getting about the same distance between this and the other flashlight. Now this is supposed to be 107 lumen. I'm going to hit it with the spot, and you can see it's around, I could get it up to almost 270 at some point. So 270, 275 times 100. So do your math. Now, I'll take this guy, which is supposed to be only 100 lumen, and we'll put it on high, and I'll get it at the same distance. Hit it with the spot, and look at that, it's getting up there almost over 700 sometimes. $750 there. Pretty amazing that something that is supposed to have less lumens is reading higher on the lux meter than this guy. I'm not understanding. $270. I don't know what the deal is, and when I go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and pan this to the wall so you can see the difference in the light. You can see the flood. I got the flood at the edge of the door right here. So you can see how big the flood is, and there's the spot. So it's a very big flood. And here's the, you can see where the flood is there, right at the edge of the door. And there's the spot. Now I'm going to put both of these together so you can see the difference. This is the iNova 107. This is the Industructible RAYOVAC, which is 100 lumen. Both new batteries. It seems like this guy is brighter. The only thing is the light is not exactly as clean, but who cares? This is a work light. I got mine in Home Depot. I highly recommend this for a great car, truck, vehicle, work light that you can count on. And it has a long life, it's extremely bright, seems to be brighter than my expensive iNova. And I don't think you could go wrong for $17, $18. And this one I got at Home Depot. Thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate y'all coming back again. Don't know why, but I'll keep on trying to provide the best information I possibly can to you so you can make a good informed purchase. Have a great weekend.